Good morning, everybody. Coffee with Johnny. Well, I went to bed early last night. I got a bunch of there's a bunch of guys out here, and they're picking up some. They're picking up some branches out here. Good morning. How you folks doing today? Everybody doing good? That's good. The sun is shining. It's not too bad out. But there's a guy out here with a tractor picking up all these branches from that storm. So I got up super early today. Oh, I had to get to the bank and deposit some money and stuff, but I'm back having my coffee. These dudes are driving around in a tractor out there, so you might hear a little bit of a noise. And so be careful, folks. There's a lot of scams going on with insurance companies right now. Home builders, insurance companies. A lot of people passed away and left money to people, but the insurance companies stole it, right? They claimed they couldn't find the people and they stole it. Some insurance policy people stole it. And now remember this much too. If you were married to somebody and you had kids, right, firstborn or whatever, they're entitled to that, right? The firstborn is always entitled to that kind of stuff, whatever, even if the parent separated and they went and got married again. What they tried to do to me was say I was my father, right? That I was 80 some years old or whatever. Uh, and my father was me, right? In his 50s or whatever, early 50s. So, what did these people do? Well, they pulled a switcheroo, a fast one, right? Um, and stole a bunch of money. And this has been going on for a while within the insurance agencies and families and stuff like that, right? Um, my father's name was John, right? My name is John, but people call me Little Johnny, uh, Junior or whatever. So you just gotta be careful with all this stuff. Yeah, these people are raking people over the coals, right? They really are stealing a bunch of money and everything. No, I did turn on the internet this morning because I got up so early, and I was watching some of that Trump stuff that's going on. Uh, the whole Stormy Daniels thing, the whole Michael Cohen thing as attorney, and so what's going to happen with that? Right? I don't know. Michael Cohen was his lawyer, but yet then supposedly on the side or whatever, what was really with Stormy Daniels or something like that, or some crazy stuff, right? Who knows? Do I think there's any criminal charges over it? I don't know. Why didn't he just come out and say he was with a lady, in the porn business or whatever? Why? I don't think it was he married then, or was it an affair? Was he married and on the side seeing someone? I don't know. But if he wasn't married, he should have just came out and said it. Oh, what what a tangled web they weave, right? That's the thing. I think when you become a politician, you're put on a pedestal. You're not allowed to have a private life or whatever. You know, horrible stuff. But I don't know what's going to come of it. I don't know. I know this much. If he goes to jail, they might be trying, because if he does go to jail, right? If he does go to jail, then he'll never be able to run uh, for president again, right? They might be trying to do this to get him not to run, maybe, or something, or make sure he don't get back into the White House or whatever. But kind of a crappy situation, if you ask me, right? Right? He's in a rock and a hard spot there. But I don't think, why would, I don't see no criminality. It was hush hush. It was a payment upon both people. They both agreed to it. I don't know why there would be legal action in it. And he should have just came out and said, yeah, I had an affair with a uh, porn woman or whatever, right? No biggie. Unless he was married. That's a different story. But even though, he should have just came out and said it. The whole hush hush thing. To me, it was like blackmail, right? She was going to come out and say stuff if she didn't get a payment or something like that, right? Which I would have said, go ahead and tell everybody, right? You're a hot looking woman, anyways. I might be able to get a beautiful wife. I don't know. A lot of crazy stuff going on. Like I said, a lot of insurance companies scamming people for people that were died and left money and everything, and right, just a lot of scamming going on in America. Right, a little bit of, someone passes away. Next thing you know, they can't find you or whatever. What happens? Well, the insurance company pockets that. They claim they never found you, yada yada. There was nothing. They rewrite stuff. They all could. That's why firstborn has always got power over that situation, right? You might have had a kid or whatever, and you might have never seen that person again, the parent again, but they passed away. They got married, whatever it may be, a couple times, and hit it huge and big, and what do? Well, they try and pocket it. They try and make it look like they're still alive or whatever, when really they're not. They collected insurance policy on it. They walk away with all the money, and next thing you know, you never find them again, right? So is something like that happening in America? Well, sure it is. My God, they're ripping people off left and right. And here's what blows my mind is when you talk to people about it, right? They're like, well, that don't happen in America. That's only stuff you see on, it's a TV program. No, no, it's real life, and that's what they do. If they can pocket $1 million, 500,000 or something like that, make it look like they never found you or the claim was wrote up wrong or whatever, or someone steps in, another family member, and claims it or whatever. But that's why firstborns always got power like that. It's the firstborn. They got power over all the crap. Right? So is that going on in America? Yeah. My God, that's been going on for centuries. What do you think all the big insurance companies, I remember 30 years ago they were doing that. That was a big thing, right? The insurance companies ripping people off, claiming they never found anybody. They have no idea where they're at. They don't, what happens to that money? Well, they pocket it. They put it back into the business, or the guy that ran uh, that wrote the policy, the insurance agent or whatever. They pocket it, right? Billions, millions have been stolen, from everybody, even me. That way, they have numerous techniques to get the money, folks. Oh my God, I hope this guy ain't cutting down the tree. He's just trimming some of the branches off of that tree where the black squirrel lives. He's got the chainsaw out there just cutting away. The black squirrel, the infamous. Somebody better hold that ladder for him. Oop. All right, he trimmed some of the branches away from that tree where the black squirrel, the infamous black squirrel of all squirrels, live. Well, they're here picking up all them branches, getting ready for summer. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Shut the door. We've seen people in these insurance scams get lookalikes. Insurance, they have to show documentation. They make fake documentation. They might steal information from an employer. All kinds of stuff. We've had employers taking child support out of people's checks and not even sending it in, right? Just mad stuff these people have been doing in America. I'm telling you, folks, it is not the greatest country in the world. Don't let these people pump your head full of it. It's the greatest country in the world if you're a scammer. If you're a scammer, it's the greatest country in the world. Right? So just be careful. Yeah, it happens all the time, folks. I guess they're right now. I was watching the news. They're having a problem with a builder out here, DNR builders, home builders, and here out down south, everywhere. I guess they build homes everywhere. Homes falling apart and not even built the right way. And if they can scam you, they'll scam you in a heartbeat. Crap! I was watching the news. Some of them homes didn't even have felt paper on them, tar paper underneath the shingles. They just put the shingles right over the wood. No felt paper, nothing. I was like, holy crap, right? Unbelievable. No bird blocking it, daylight coming through the into the attic, and it was unreal. Yeah, if they can scam you, they will scam you in America for everything you got. No joke. And what stinks is the family now has to go back and track, right? Family members that might have left you something, but you might have moved from that state, right? Someone passes away or whatever, you moved from that state. These people can't find you. What happens to that money, right? Somehow, some way, they end up scamming it. Right? Like I said, if they can make a movie, a song, if they can steal an insurance policy, if they can steal anything, they can from you. They will. They will. I was never married. I'm not married to Sam Jones or whatever. No, never married. Right? What did they do? Well, they tried to pull a fast one. Right? My father was married. I wasn't. Right? And watch, you'll find out. You know something's going on when you pull up your name and they say you've been married 50 times or whatever. Right? What does that mean? You're getting scammed. Right? These are the people that claim they were married to you or whatever, and they make a fake death certificate or whatever. They claim the money. Yeah, it's unreal. Right? So this whole thing with Trump, what's going to happen? I don't know. He should have just came clean and said, I slept with a porn star. I would have. But if he was married, then probably that's why he tried to cover it. Or he was sitting president or whatever, didn't want it to come up. But I would have came right out and said, oh, yeah, boy, did I have a good time. Oh, what a beautiful sunny morning. So just be careful, folks. Like I said, if these people, even your business, that you work for, uh, if they can scam you out of a penny, they will. And a lot of people right now, and people contacting me saying, these people you used to work for were selling your information, and and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, yeah, well, that explains my when my credit was so bad. I had to fix that, right? So what are we dealing with in America? Well, you folks were blinded by the light. You woke up uh, like a douche in the middle of the night or whatever it is, like that song. Yeah, everybody's been ransacked or whatever in America. It's not the greatest country in the world, and I'm not going to even say it is anymore, because right underneath your noses, they're ripping us off left and right. It's unreal. Now, I know a lot of people are telling me, let God handle it. Put it in God's hands. Well, I don't know about that. You know, some of us don't even know if family members are alive or not, right? You go through a divorce, you know, parents and whatever, and you go with certain parents, and then you don't see that family no more because of the divorce. They don't even consider you family no more, right? When you spent 18 years of your life, them growing up, whatever, or raising you. Then a divorce happens. Next thing you know, us kids are stuck in the middle of the bullcrap. And who suffers? Well, it's always the kids. It's always the kids that suffer. And you will find if there's a lot of money, if there's a lot of money involved, you will find that they'll it'll be a team of them, and they'll lie right through their teats or whatever, right? I'm dealing with the same thing, folks. I'm going through the same thing as everyone else. Mistaken identity, right? I'm living some idiot's life that's 80 some years old, right? Right? It's almost like that movie Scream or whatever, scary movie or whatever, where the sheriff, uh, the deputy or whatever, is a real idiot or whatever. And at the end, he walks away with everything, and everybody's like, what the heck? That's what real life is about, folks. Excuse me. But it is a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It ain't too cold out. I think here in a couple days it's supposed to be beautiful, 60 degrees. I'm glad I got up early. I got up at 8 o'clock, something like that. Now I can hear the chainsaws out there purring. What he's doing is trimming everything out. He's getting ready for summer. So when he comes here to cut, he don't have branches in his way, crap all over. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how we work. We go to work for a company, and here we are busting our butts to make these people rich. And here behind our backs, They're selling all your information and social security numbers. There's someone in another country or an illegal alien that's there. Yeah, I would say this is not the greatest country, folks. Y'all been bamboozled, even me. But it's good, right? At least the Lord is exposing what they've done to us, made billions off of us. Now the big thing is there's now another 400 billion missing, right? First it was 263 trillion that was stolen from electronic data or whatever. And now they're saying, I watched a video this morning, for another 400 billion has just disappeared. Right? These people are killing America. They really are. They are killing America. They are driving us into depression. Right? The ones we put on pedestals, the ones that are supposed to be for the people, they're not, folks. Them themselves are robbing this country right underneath our noses. All them homes that were built, people got ripped off. Right? How do you build a home and you don't put felt paper? You don't put tar paper on the roof, and you just put the shingles right over the wood? You don't do that. How can you get a door jamb an inch out? How do you build a wall and not use a level? And the wall's an inch out, leaning an inch out, or an inch in to the. I don't know how these people. I don't know. That's just horrible. Well, they really raked it to America, didn't it? That's why years ago we used to call it the fleecing of America. And the government did nothing. They should have done a lot, but they didn't. People keep saying, you got your money. I never received a dime. See, folks, I had a job my whole life. Nothing was ever given to me. I worked manual hard labor for it. Right? Nothing was ever given to me. And now I'm starting to realize the things that these people have done, the situations they got me into, all was part of the plan. So they can steal millions, make their movies and insurance policies or whatever. It's horrible. Another big scam right now is child claiming that they're child, or saying they have a child by somebody, right? That's another big scam that's going on. You know how many people say I got kids with them? I'm like, I've only been with 5, 6 girls my whole life, right? And last time I checked, they're not pregnant. And they weren't pregnant by me. It's unreal. It's a scam. I can't believe the government's so blind to it. How could they be so blind? Easily, they had their hands in it. That's the only explanation. How does it go from the greatest country in the world where they don't know a scam when they see it, when it's right in front of their faces. I don't know. I have no idea. But I can no longer say anything. It's like I woke up to the madness. I don't know. Let me check my calculations. We got the transcripts right here. Yeah, that sounds about right. My calculations are right. They owe me about $265 trillion. That seems about right. That seems pretty good to me. Well, I can say this much. They opened up that tree a little bit that the infamous black squirrel lives in. They cut a couple branches off of there, so that opened it up a little bit more. But that little bugger might be upset because people are cutting his tree up. I don't know. Dang, I wish I had a home right now. I could use all this firewood. I'd have been cutting it all up. Even for just bonfires. Big old truckload of branches. That all could have been firewood if I still had if I'd have still had my home. That all would have been firewood. I even had a wood burning stove. I even had a giant jacuzzi in the back patio, screened in patio. They took it all. I hope you're listening, government. They took it all. It's a scam. It's a scammeroni. Now, well, you live and learn. Hold on a minute. I got to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. Well, I hope I'm gonna have to get Trump out of this one. I hope you remember me, Trump. I'm gonna get you out of this one. Right? Really, there was no criminal stuff. Right? He didn't break the law or anything. He made a payment to somebody that was gonna come out and tell them she had an affair with Trump, whatever it may be. I would have said, okay, I did, right? I would have made it clear with the woman, and I had an affair. Things weren't good, or with us, whatever. But now we're gonna have to come in with the big dogs. Well, that whole Cohen thing. That whole Cohen thing was shady, right? They had stuff on Cohen. Yeah. Nah, what do you do? Doctors, and heck, we've seen these people even get doctors to lie, right? All lie. Well, to make it look like you weren't who they thought it was, or to kill you because someone wanted to pocket the money. All right, we're back to beautiful. What a great morning. Woke up early, had some coffee, had a run to the bank. Want to start the day off with saying, all glory goes to God, and thanks for another day. Amen. Do I think Trump will be going to jail or anything? I doubt it, folks. It's all propaganda, right? It's all propaganda stuff. Publicity. Even bad publicity is good publicity. Crazy. Yeah, they're taking down all the trees. or at least the branches. Get rid of them branches. Heck, we don't even need some of them branches in the government. Really. How does 400 billion now get stolen from? How the heck are they? Well, they just do it and they do it and they get away with it. I have no idea how. These people, they need to reprehend these people or get these people jail, right? They're like, you throw them in jail. Jail. They stole 260 some trillion dollars. They stole 400 billion, right? They dumped 17 trillion into Ukraine, right? That's unreal. Why? Well, because they don't want to. What would I have done if I was the president? Right? I would have brought Putin to the table. I would have brought China to the table because they're the main players right now. I would have brought Korea or North Korea or whatever, Kim Jong-un. I would have brought him to the table. Right? These folks should have made a pact with these countries. Why? Because they are major players. Right now, they hold more nuclear weapons than us. Right? Sure, we belong to NATO. Right? But it's almost like NATO now is controlling things, not our own countries. I would have made peace with all of them. You're gonna somewhere down the road, you're gonna need their help. Right? We had a good deal with Russia. Gas was cheap. Now gas is back up $3.39, 40 something cents. And it ain't going away. Why? Because now they got us by the balls. We broke that thing. Now we wanted to get away from the Saudi Arabia oil companies, right? But now we're right back at them. Joe Biden's right back there wanting to purchase or wanting to deal with them or whatever, right? When we had a pretty good deal, they monkeyed with it or whatever, right? Trump had a good deal with the tariffs or whatever, but you got to know when to ease up, right? Or what happens? Well, you lose that cash cow, right? They'll get mad and go somewhere else and sell their product. Right? They'll sell it in another country and have that country ship it to us. Either way, there was some bad calls, not on Trump, right? Mainly on the presidents that sat before him, right? If they pass a law today, that law might not go into effect for 10 years later down the road, 5 years later down the road. So when a new president comes in, it might be that time where that law takes effect, and then it's sucking us dry, right? That deal that they made is sucking us dry, right? It sounded like a good deal, but now that we're into it, it's a horrible deal. American people are suffering, right? That's what a president can do. That's what Congress can do, right? At the time, it sounded like a good deal, but it really wasn't. To them, it was a good deal because they were raking in billions, trillions, quadrillions. So it was a good deal for them. The American people, no. It was the worst deal ever. One of the worst deals ever. And I agree with Trump. He had to put tariffs on things because they were making big money, right? America was a big consumer of their product. So he had to put tariffs on them because we weren't making no money. Why? Because of the deals that were put in 10, 20 years ago that just now started to take effect, right? But here's the thing, you can't get greedy, right? You got to work with them. So you ease up on the tariffs. We're still making big money, but we ain't raking them through the coals like they're raking us. So eventually that country says, nah, we'll just go somewhere else. And here's the thing, they should have treated these people like they were special, right? They should have treated China like, hey, we are friends, right? Just like they are with Russia. What a bunch of idiots. Now Russia and China are like two peas in a pod, right? Some of the biggest nuclear capabilities in the world. They should have brought them all to the table and they should have compromised and worked a deal out and became friends, right? For mankind, for humankind on Earth. But now they're all at each other's throats, right? Now they're talking World War III. Why? Because they got caught ripping us off and making bad deals. So now what do? They create a war. Why? To make us forget about the quadrillions of dollars that they ripped off. Insurance agencies ripping people off. Why? Because they're getting a kickback. They're giving the politicians a kickback. They're giving the states a kickback. Right? They're stealing money, claiming they can't find anybody. We had no idea where he was. He's right there on YouTube. That ain't him. Right? They'll come up with anything to steal that money. Greedy SOBs, I'll tell you that much. They got to have it all. Gluttons. I went out and I built a kingdom. And they went ahead and claimed it wasn't my kingdom. I'm like, you people are a bunch of sick SOBs, disgusting people. It's my kingdom, my name. I've been all over this country. East, west, north, south. Cracking jokes, breaking hearts, loving, having a great time. Right? Scammers, folks. Quit saying this country is the greatest country in the world. As there's another 400 billion that's missing. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Right underneath it. First, 263 trillion was stolen from electronic Bitcoin or whatever the heck it was. Now 400 billion. Now they're in front of another 400 billion missing. Yeah, I would say this is what they call fleecing of America. Boy, it's working pretty good, ain't it? I'd say it's working pretty good. Now, what can you do? Right? We live and learn. We go on. Such a beautiful day out. Not too chilly. They came in. As you can see in the tree, they took a couple of them branches out. That opened it up a little bit, so I might be able to get some good shots of the old squirrel around. Right? What's Trump going to do? I don't know. He ain't going to go to jail. It's all propaganda. They got to make it look good, folks. They got to make it look good. Well, I think by next month I should be pretty much dang near completely out of debt until someone else uses my identification and I'm in debt another 50 mil. Like, I don't even own that finance, right? I mean, how do they do that? Music. Probably hacked in my computer, making millions off of some of my tracks. Nah, what do you do? Not much you could do. Now, folks, be safe too, because there's some idiot that went ahead and was a chemist and created this chemical or whatever, and he put it in all kinds of stuff or something. They were saying lotion that was killing people. Right? What are we dealing with? What the heck is going on? We got hand sanitizer, right? Are you folks seeing what's going on? Probably not. Hand sanitizer when COVID hit, CB or whatever. That was coming from other countries. That was poison. And what was the government doing? Get your hand sanitizer. Get your stuff. Use rubbing alcohol or bleach or whatever. Hand wipes or whatever. Hand sanitizer or whatever. Right? Killing people. Kidneys going bad, liver's going bad. Right? Greatest country in the world, and they don't even know that the product that's here is killing us. It's unreal. Man, I feel good today. Yesterday, I took a break from working out. Today, I'll be hitting it, working out again. Hour of working out. Right? There ain't no little kids that watch this. Say what? It's set on this is not for kids. I told you, the reason I don't make, and a lot of people do say my wildlife should be for kids and stuff, but can't because of my chat. Now I can, which I think I'm going to start doing my outdoor videos with the birds and the storms, but without chat, right? Without chat, because usually it's the chat that messes up for the kids. That's what I was trying to explain the other day is we can go ahead and do the kid videos with all the birds and the squirrels and everything and the beautiful scenery, but I can't have a chat because then you'll have people coming in chat saying all kinds of crap and causing trouble. Right? Nah, they're there. They've come to clean up all. No, he usually cleans up that tree line. You see all that brush laying there, right? Sometimes they come in and they clean that tree line of all the downed bushes and branches and everything. I think they're going to load her up and they are on to the next job. And that's how you make your money in lawn care, too. When you're cutting yards, doing lawn care stuff, the faster you get in and get out and give a great uh, or do a great job, that's how you make your money. Dang lawn care these days. Some of these guys are charging $150 a yard. right? 100 something bucks a yard. And they're small yards. I'm like, good God. And that's how you get jobs too. Is if you can cut that yard for cheaper and still make money than everybody else, get in, get out. If you could do 4 or 5 jobs a day at $100, that's 500 a day. You can make money, but you gotta get in, get out. Oh, they got the weed whacker. I think they're going in and weed whacking around that big tree that's out there. Oh, what a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you get out? Couldn't you get out of my neighborhood? I don't know. Get out there and do it, Paco. I don't know. Oh, they must be raised. Oh, he's calling me Paco, Hispanic, because only Hispanics do yard work or something like that. Quit being racial. Say what? Quit being racist. Not only white people do yard work too. If you look, them people are white. Quit being racist. But I'll let you hang out because you're a viewer in my chat. And I get accounted for as a viewer. So that's all right. But no, them are white dudes. Right? And the same guy that does the yard work around here also does the plow when winter comes. I don't know, maybe I should get a truck again. I had 2 of them, but I should get another one. I should get another one. But with a plow this time, so just in case. You can make money plowing driveways and grocery stores, gas stations, stuff like that. La, 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 la. Well, we're going to get Trump out of this one again. He ain't going to do no time. But next time, just come out and tell him. Next time, just be honest. Okay, I wouldn't have paid the money on it. Go ahead and tell him I slept with you. Right? I can give 2 craps. Right? He should have came out and said, this is blackmail. Right? This is extortion or whatever. Well, I don't know. You can't tell them what to do. They're supposedly the smartest people in the world. Right? I'm just an idiot sitting here looking out my window. I'll tell you what, this weather is unreal. We're supposed to get a stretch here of nice weather for a week, and then boom, it goes right back to snow, cold. Yeah, it'll probably be another 2 months. before yard season gets going, where they're all cutting yards. I'm guessing probably another month, maybe, hopefully. Depending where you live, if you're up here up north. So I went out this morning, woke up early, had some things to do, and you know what I forgot? Water. I forgot to get some water. Now I have to go back out and get some water. You know, I've been watching these channels, church channels and everything, and prophet channels. And they always keep going, go back to your wife and your family. I'm like, I'm not married, idiots. Go back to I'm not married, you idiots. My father was. Why? Scams. Right? Go back to your mother. I don't think so, you sick idiots. Yeah. I love my mother, but not like that, bunch of idiots. Illuminati stuff. That's what we're dealing with. So who are they going to get? Who are they going to get to run for president? Right? We know Biden's out. Right? Even if they lock Trump up. If this goes through, and they did lock Trump up, well, then he wouldn't be able to ever run for president again. So is it a plan to get him where he can't? Or did he really break the law? I don't know. Criminal charges, but maybe conspiracy charges or whatever. I don't know. This is very damaging. It concerns me. Right? It concerns me how the government now is trying to block people from becoming a president. This is why I keep telling these fools, well, this is democracy. We get to pick and choose the president. No, you don't. No, you don't. You pick and choose who they put in front of you. Them are your options. What's your other option? Don't vote. Right? If you know it's a shady thing, don't vote. So I'm waiting to see who they're going to get to run. Right? Don't be cutting deals to line your own pockets. Right? When you get in there, you got to cut a deal where everybody gets a chunk of that money. Right? We've been doing all the work. America's been doing all the work, protecting everybody and getting nothing, really. Right? Need a deal that puts money in everybody's pocket. Every citizen gets a check. Same amount, everybody. Right? You're all equal. That's what it should have been the whole time, is America comes first, our families. Right? You can't trust nobody. Not even the branches of the government, not even FBI. They were wrapped up into that conspiracy thing with all the prostitutes, right? The FBI agents and the Secret Service or whatever it was. Right? Phew, good God. It's unreal. It's unbelievable. Ah, what a great money. I love it. Of course, I got to go back out and get some water. God, what a beautiful day. It's chilly out, but the sun is shining and the snow is melting until the next storm comes through. Now, if they came to me and they asked, what would you rather have had? Donald Trump come out and say that he slept with a X-rated movie woman, or have him rip America off for quadrillions of dollars? I'd have been like, I would have rather had him come out and say he slept with that beautiful woman or whatever, you know, than him come out and say, or or the government come out and say, we got, he's been stealing billions and has a drug cartel or working with, like they're saying about Biden with all the drugs and the prostitutes or whatever. And that's just, we'll deal with that. But the drug stuff, selling America out for the drugs and the money and everything, they sold us out. God dang, even the companies that we work for are selling us out with information and social security numbers. Right? They're pulling child support out of people's checks and not paying it. Right? Unreal. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And this is the way they think. Oh, well, we got billions. Right? If they want to take us to court, they'll never get their money. We'll wrap it. We'll wrap it up so long where it'll be 10, 20 years before this even goes to court. Right? 10 years, 5 years, or whatever it is. They won't. We'll suck the money dry when we're court costs and lawyer fees, and it's unreal. Right? It's unbelievable. Yeah, it was on the. I seen the thing on. Say what? I seen that. Some of these companies that people worked for were scamming them, pulling child support out, not paying it, selling their information, their social security, they're coming up with fake fees and all kinds of stuff. Boy, they really ripped off the American working man. Man, it's happened to me. It's happened to everybody. Little fees that are in fine print. That's because they gave the business, right? They gave the businesses so much power where now they are producing product that will kill you. They know it. But the laws that were put in place, they don't have no repercussions. Oh, well, right? That's how they are. Oh, well, right? You don't have to buy our product. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Well, that concludes our coffee with JRK, Incorporated in ink, Chicago typewriter. In ink, incorporated in ink. I say it was a great morning, great video, right? Peaceful, calm. God bless everybody. All glory goes to God, King of Kings. Say what said, get your Led Zeppelin t-shirts on. Exactly. Right? You can't go wrong with a Led Zeppelin t-shirt. I got a few myself. You know what they did in my Facebook channel? They even muted my Led Zeppelin 10 Years Gone, right? Because I had the track playing in the background. I had the song playing in the background as I played along with it. And they muted it. Like, it starts off, you can hear it. But when Mr. Plant starts singing, they mute it. And they do that because you're using their track. So now what I got to do? Well, I got to go back and I'll play the song all over without the track, 10 Years Gone. And I'll have to put that back out. Actually, I could put it out right now on YouTube. No, I used the proper say what said. They muted it because it was the wrong chords. Nope. It was exactly what was on the record. It was the right chords. And the tuning was right. I did everything proper. And that's why they struck me. It's because it was that close. It sounded that good. It was like my Super Tramp Give a Little Bit video. Everything was done exactly proper, all the chords. And they struck me right away. After it got like 50 views within a half an hour or whatever, they struck me. So that's why a lot of the songs I improvise. I make it my own. Right? I make things my own. So therefore they can't strike it. It's the song. It's just different chord progression and changes. Maybe capoed in a or you sometimes I use a capo. So people have commented on my music channels before. How are you doing that? You're not using the chord. Well, it's called improvising. Using a capo, it's in a different key. Some people are shocked. Well, I didn't know you could play the song. Well, there's numerous ways you could play a song, depending on what you do. It's like Eddie Van Halen used to say, right? He don't want his kid knowing the proper way. He wants his kid to know how to improvise, how to make it his own, right? What he said about Woofy and the guitar teacher. And hey, I don't want my kid to be, he wanted them to improvise, learn that music don't have to be what they say it has to be. And it really don't. It's all on what you feel. If it makes you feel good, go with it. Go with it. I seen Dave yesterday on Facebook. Say what? Went ahead and was talking about Dave in my chat. I seen him on Facebook yesterday. Boy, them dudes looked pretty small around Dave. Right? He was around some big hitters, some big guys, big dudes, but they looked small. Like wee men. Even The Rock, Jaboli. Right? Can you smell what The Rock's got cooking? Yeah, a bunch of crack and meth. Get out of here. Pick up your little meth lab and your coke and get out of here. I smell what you got cooking. Bunch of crap. Now them dudes all look small. But this concludes my morning video. What a beautiful day. So great. And watch out, folks, for them scammers. They're everywhere. My calculations and my intel people have been calling me saying, boy, they really rake you over the coals. You got some big money coming to you. How do you want to handle it? Well, we don't want to handle it like Trump handled it. Stormy Daniels thing. Right? I don't know. Should I run for 2024? I don't know. Maybe. I can't do no worse than what these people are. Right? I know I can't be bought. People have tried to buy me. Right? No, can't be bought. And the only deals I would make would definitely be for the American working man and their families. Because without the working man, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got structures. You ain't got homes. You got nothing. You ain't got no farms. You got nothing. Say what? Said Stormy made fun of his penis. I don't know. Right? I had no idea. All right, folks. I got to go get water. What a great day. What a great morning. I got to go get some water so I can make some coffee. I got to clean up around here. Open the windows and let it air out in here. Open up the window, let some smoke out of here. Mama told me not to go. And here the American citizens are. We're like steal or wheel there, right? The American citizens, we are stuck in the middle with these people. Right? We got clowns to the left of us, jokers to the right. Here we are, American citizens, stuck in the middle again. American citizens always pay for it. Right? We're the ones to bail them out. We're the ones that end up suffering. Right? It's horrible. No, I want all you folks, good morning, Kiki Eyes. I'm just getting ready to shut down. I got to go get some water, have some coffee, and I'll be back, though, here shortly with another video. Maybe an outdoor video. Thank you all for stopping in and watching. Kiki Eyes. Hopefully you return when I get back. I got to go get some water. And they're picking up the aftermath of all the storms. Look at all the branches. They already took out 2 truckloads of branches. I don't know. All right, folks. I will be back here shortly or so. I got to go get some water. Love everybody. God bless everybody. We started the day off right with thanking the Lord. And everyone be safe. Keep an eye on your children, everybody. Love yous, and I'll be back here shortly. Have a good day.